Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns number 3 with more action from the Twilight Princess LavaDash tournament, which is Goron RTA in its finest. We are in the redemption bracket and it's round 1, so an early match from that bracket. And it's the TheEtherNetBoyz with MoisSR. Just a quick note, we're gonna have a small delay, but that doesn't stop us from introducing two wonderful commentators, and Andy and Zelda. Zelda? Is that correct?
I typically go by Zelds, but
Okay,
whenever people
Zelds.
call me Zeldsy, I don't really get onto them about it.
Alright, so Andy and Zelds, take it away. It's all yours.
Alright. Welcome in. This is the LavaDash TP Goron RTA tournament.
We're excited to see these two runners. They are both pretty good runners. And I'm excited to see how the race goes. I'm expecting it to be somewhat close. It'll be exciting. Looks like Mois has his stream up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Looks like both of our runners are on GameCube. I actually didn't notice that until just now.
He's betrayed us. Alright, looks like we're starting in just a moment. Okay, this is going to be a good race. So this is Goron RTA, just as an introduction. The goal of the category is to complete the Goron Mines dungeon as quickly as possible from a new file. So, and we will see how our runners go about that.
But yeah, it looks like our runners are starting now.
And we're off.
We should see a fairly close race.
So first thing we'll see them do is pick up this rock and they'll clip through the gate. See how many tries it takes each of them. I'm sure they'll both get it first try. Ooh, good gate clip from Ethernet.
Sadly, Mois did not get it first try, but if Mois... Oh, I was like confused about what Ether was doing.
Yeah, that was...
But you can do safe bit on GameCube.
Yeah.
Like the unplug strat.
Definitely good for races.
Mois getting wrecked by the gate right now.
Alright. Ethernet gets his back in time save. This will give him some useful items.
There you go, Mois. Mois also going for safe back in time.
Hope that works. But yeah, now that... Okay, cool, he got it. What saving him back in time does, it gives you the sword, the Ordnance sword, the Hylian shield, and has some other quirks to it too that we'll see later. the lantern. Mois still isn't too far behind. This, like, anything could happen at this point.
Yeah, I mean, right now Ether is sitting pretty comfortably ahead, but I mean, you have some very difficult tricks coming up, which
Give it 3 minutes.
can, yeah, it can lose a lot of time if you miss it. Sword and shield skip, and then you have EMS as well later on.
And God forbid they get over a minute on goats. I've definitely never done that myself.
Yeah, goats are not very nice.
Maybe they will be. Let's just have to see.
But yeah, right now you'll just see our runners go save Tallow. Nothing too huge here. Swag points for Ether. That was a clean break slide. Clean cage break from Ether.
Mois just entering the area.
How far behind would we say Moise is? Like a minute? Maybe a little bit less.
Like 30 to 40 seconds, maybe.
Ether now in goats. Hopefully they treat him well.
Oh, those ones are kind of weird looking. Got some Howard Idge going on. Oh no.
Oh no. Howard.
Giving Mois a chance to catch up.
It looks like the goats are kind of not that one. That
these
one
are
was another
really
Howard.
not cooperating here. Oh, one more
And
Howard.
that one just didn't want to go in.
Looks like Mois is taking a little bit safer route for the goats. Hopefully they cooperate with him. Got some in the corner here. Take care of that pretty easily. Very good.
That was
Very
a very
good
good
save.
goat. Like the way they were in the corner like that. Whenever that happens to me, they basically just scatter everywhere, but Moise was able to redirect them into the correct area. Now our runners will go into Hyrule Castle sewers.
Moy's not too far behind.
Yeah, Moise with like a 20 or 30-second disadvantage. Probably like 25, if I had to guess.
And I guess we should mention in any percent run or some other run that does back in time at the beginning, normally you would collect iron boots at the beginning right after goats. That is possible in this run because they did back in time at the beginning, but we want to save that for later, for something that we'll see later.
But yeah, here in Castle Sewers, you're not really gonna see much except a lot of running around. There's some frame-perfect midna jumps you can get.
Yeah, we'll
Whenever
see
you're
those
climbing
in just
up
a minute.
whenever you're climbing up the tower, you can jump at a fairly precise angle to skip a midna text box or two.
Yeah, we'll see if either one of these guys gets it. There is a lot of somewhat technical
Nice.
movement going on here, but I'm sure both runners have done it many times, so they know exactly what they're doing.
All right.
Oh, misses the midna text skip. That's okay. It saves about a second or so when you get that text skip. Got
Getting the
one
frame
framer,
perfect
though.
jump.
Yeah, so you see there, normally you would have to wait a moment before you can jump, but right after you clear the text, there's one frame where you can press the A button and jump early, and that
Mois
also
getting the
saves about a
text
second.
skip.
Oh, nice.
Very clean from Mois.
Missing
Missing the
framer,
first
though.
frame jump. There's a total of 3 first framers you can get with midna jumps. Here,
Yeah.
you can skip the cutscene and press A one frame after. And
Nice.
as you can see, Ether got it. It skips a midna text box. Or it skips a lot of midna text boxes. But saves
Yeah,
about, like, what?
saves a
4
couple of
seconds?
seconds. Probably like 1 or 2 seconds. But yeah, lots of little nice time savers here that you can do. They all
Yeah.
look pretty cool.
So far, our runners are having very clean sewers and rooftops, though.
Yeah, good movement. Alright, coming up on Ethernet, well, for both runners, right after this, is Sword and Shield skip. Normally, after talking to Zelda in the tower here, you would go to Ordon and collect Ordon's Sword and Shield. But since we did back in time in the beginning, and we already have Ordon's Sword, kind of messes up Ordon, makes it impossible to collect the Sword and Shield. So you have to do this trick right here that we'll see. You have to lure this friendly fellow here that we have nicknamed Hugo. And we're going to lure him all the way over to the other side of the bridge. And we're going to use him to do an LJA over a midna text trigger to get into Fair and Twilight.
But yeah, essentially what the back in time does to Orden is it skips the first 3 days. And it just kind of makes the Sword and Shield not exist. So
Yeah.
you have to do the Sword and Shield skip. And also, the game doesn't think that you have Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
So
they appear on your back, but they are not actually in your inventory. Which is one of the reasons why Yeah, back in time is not used in the 100% category. Oh, not quite
Ooh.
far enough for Ethernet here. We'll see if Mois gets it. This
This
is...
puts Mois back in the lead temporarily.
Yeah, we'll see. Getting some
That
not very
Hugo
nice
was.
RNG.
I think Hugo was too far back there for Ethernet.
Yeah, a little bit. He could have made it work, possibly, but it was a little bit of an awkward position. Yeah, still not getting very nice Hugo RNG here. Keeps attacking Mois. Oh,
Mois
not quite
also
far
missing
enough for
Hugo,
Mois. Yeah, so this is...
putting Ethernet back in the lead.
Yeah, unfortunately, what missing this trick means, as you just saw, is you have to void out off of the bridge to reset Hugo's health, because he can only survive one jump attack. The second one will kill him. And he has to be alive to be able to do the LGA. So we void out to reset his health and have to lure him across the bridge all over again. So missing this trick loses about a minute, maybe a little bit more. Unfortunately, it's just a pretty precise and finicky trick sometimes.
Hugo RNG for Ethernet not being very nice.
Yeah, they're both getting not good RNG. Fun to see. Almost in position here. Needs to walk a little bit forward. Oh, that worked. Okay. Ethernet has jumped over
Both
the...
our runners got
Oh.
it.
Like at the same time, honestly.
I was
very close.
I wasn't looking at Moise's.
Yeah, I
screen, or,
wasn't
like-
either.
Okay, so now our runners are like a few seconds off of each other.
Yeah,
so
that's
now
crazy.
we have a race now.
That's one of the big...
The next deciding factor is EMS.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest deciding factors in races of any kind that has to do that trick. Just because missing it loses so much time. But both of our runners got it almost simultaneously.
Yeah, so I'd say Moise is like 2 to 4 seconds behind.
Which honestly, in this game, is nothing.
Yeah. Because in this game, it's just like anything can happen, and whenever it does happen, it happens so quickly, and you lose so much time from it.
It does make for an interesting race, yeah.
But yeah, now you'll see our runners get the Farron vessel. You'll see them.
Yeah, we'll see them collecting the bugs in an interesting way. We'll be leaving a couple of them behind.
Normally in the any percent run, you leave all the bugs that you can like just basically get on your way back to Forest Temple.
Yeah,
but in the Goron Mines RTA run, you only leave these first 2 behind.
Yeah,
because you want to clear the Farron Twilight as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
so
normally for other categories, you want to go back to Forest Temple after this, so we'd make 2 trips through this area, but here we're only going to do 1. So we're going to leave those first 2 behind so we can warp back here, and just collect those 2, and then Farron Twilight will be over. And there's also some kind of interesting routing that goes on for being able to do that. We'll see that in a minute at EMS.
Moist 2 seconds behind. Sag. The jump went a little bit too far. But Moist, yeah, they're like right with each other.
Yeah, neck and neck race right here.
But yeah, we'll do EMS twice. The first
Oh,
one
he already
we will
collected
go
it.
up-
Okay.
The first one we will go up to Forest Temple to get the 2 bugs that are there, and then we'll go back into the Shadow Beast fight, do EMS a second time, and just go to Sacred Grove like normal.
Yeah, and the reason for having to do that is, like, normally you would just kill the Shadow Beasts, and then you can move on and collect the bugs, the tears, kill the bugs and collect the tears. But we can't do that in this case, because we want to collect the bugs, but also go back and do EMS to get the Master Sword. So, what you do the jump once to get out of bounds, and you run around to get the bugs. So you leave the Shadow Beasts alive, and then you go
I've
back
never
and do the
seen
trick
that
again.
before.
Yeah, that was an interesting strategy from Ethernet there, to kill those bugs.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm not... Yeah, that's interesting.
I was confused a bit of what he was doing at first, but after he did it, I then realized that he was doing a cool strat.
Oh, calling midnight a little bit early. And Mois is caught up just like that. Right?
Yep.
Nah, wow. One small mistake. Both runners opting to dig up the bugs, rather than void out and respawn them. Ethernet killing them a little quicker, got a little bit better RNG on where the bugs went. There is a way to manipulate them a little bit, but it is tricky.
And then here you'll see our runners do EMS on the left wall with Jamal. So
Yes,
you'll see them run over
this is
here
Jamal.
to this like patch. Ooh, clean from Ether.
Clean from
Clean
Mois.
from Mois.
Alright, so now they both run out of bounds over here to the other side. And like I said, they're just going to collect these bugs. And then they're going to run back and do it again. So we'll see what happens.
I'd say this and Sword and Shield Skip are the 2 hardest tricks in the run. Or, not hardest, but the 2 that can lose the most time.
Yeah. There's other things, though, that will be coming up, such as we do have to wrestle Bo for the Iron Boots in this run. About... Well, it's over 30 minutes into the run, so we'll see how that goes for both of these guys when that comes up.
Ether gonna reset up the Shadow Beast here.
Looks like Mois is about to do the same thing.
Yep.
Yep. Ethernet getting it first try again. Mois getting it first try again.
Okay, this is...
Very clean Fern Twilight from both of these runners.
I guess the real... Mois golded that.
Yeah, that was
That was very clean.
Yeah, that was clean. That deserves a gold, honestly. Alright, so now we're just gonna run through the Sacred Grove here, chasing the Skull Kid. The pattern is always the same. Skull Kid is always in the same places. So we know exactly where he's gonna be.
I think it was on my first TP run. I just couldn't find where to go in here, even though I had already done it. I just kept forgetting, and I also forgot the Master Sword puzzle as well.
Kind of a maze, so. But once you've done it enough times, you always remember where to go.
Yeah. Clean movement from Ether there. Both our runners are having really good movement this run.
Yeah, the only real
face.
thing that's gone wrong for any of them, majorly, is just Sword and Shield skip, and that's it. Everything else
Yeah.
has been pretty good.
And then all the Howards that Ether got, but other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, everything
they've-
has been clean. Like,
Small things here and there, but overall, these are both very good runs so far.
I think both our runners can PB with this. Because, like, everything was so clean in Farron. Like, that was a lot of time save.
Yeah, it's possible. But we do have some difficult sections coming up. So they have to keep it up through the end of the run.
Ether now has to hit Skull Kid 3 times here. The final boss fight.
Yeah, the real final boss fight is Skull Kid. He's the antagonist of this game. Or, wait, wrong game. Sorry. That's Majora's Mask. Anyways. Yeah, so this fight is kind of on just a cycle timer. As soon as you kill one of the puppets, it starts counting down a timer to when Skull Kid will blow his horn. And then he will be vulnerable while he's blowing his horn. Pretty clean fight from both of them. Now we just have to see if they can do this very difficult puzzle here. Looks like Ethernet is opting to go to the right first. See what Mois does. Yeah, see, Mois goes to the left. That's what most people do. Very interesting. It is mirrored, so, like, it doesn't matter. But that is interesting.
Yeah, it takes the same amount of time to do it left or right. Just interesting to see.
I wonder if he always does that. I've never paid attention. If he's just doing it for fun. I don't know.
Do runners normally go left or right on Wii?
I've always gone to the left. I'm not sure.
Masorda. But yeah, coming up is an interesting trick. It's actually pretty safe on GameCube from what I know.
Yeah.
Due to memory alignments, but you'll see our runners do back in time equipped after they clear the Fair and Twilight. They will go into, like, where you did gate clip. You'll go to that bridge, do side hop bit, and then
You can do
roll.
safe bit as well, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but you'll do bit. It doesn't matter how you do it, just do
Yeah.
bit. And then you'll press A. Well, I don't know how they do it on GameCube. I think they roll twice first.
Yeah, you
But
just
you'll-
have to start your file as you're falling into the void, and then we'll see some interesting things happen. Let's just let them see what happens, honestly.
Yeah.
First, we have to watch this lovely cutscene. Can't quite understand what they're saying on Ethernet's feed here. Seem to be talking some sort of alien language.
But yeah, the two tier or the two vessels of the
Tiers.
two light tiers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was trying to call them something different. The two tiers we left behind. The reason we left it behind is because when you warp here, you can just get them and clear the Twilight.
Yeah, we don't want to
And-
clear Twilight before collecting the Master Sword, because that would make it impossible to collect the Master Sword early. But since we left these two behind, we can just run over here. And that's both of the tiers, and we see Link do some interesting things.
There's a frame perfect backflip you can get here to backflip out of.
Yeah, I believe it saves about 6 seconds. We'll see if you didn't get it. Is this Ethernet gets it? Very clean. This is one of the more important one-framers to get.
Will Moist get it?
Oh,
Moist
they both
also
got
gets
it. Double backflip. GG's. Those backflips are tricky because there's not really a way to time it. You just kind of mash for it. You just press the button really fast and hope you get it.
That should work. Alright. And then
So he's gonna
You
start,
like right
and
as
this.
you pass the ledge is when you want to start your file.
So he's gonna start his file, and it's gonna put him here. This is the King Bulblin 1 boss fight. Due to some flags, I guess, on our file, having to do with our room ID and entrance ID / spawn ID, where our file is saved, we can start that file on the title screen map, because this boss fight actually takes place on the title screen. So if we start a file that corresponds to the state of this boss fight, basically, then it will just put us in the boss fight.
Either finishing up phase 1. Moist having some bad RNG here with the Bulblins.
Internet went a little bit too far forward. Okay, that's good enough for the 1 cycle. Getting a 1 cycle on the bridge here, if you just turn around, you can run alongside him and hit him twice.
That was a very fast 1 cycle.
Oh, nice.
Moist finishing up phase 1 as well. Let's see if Moist gets the 1 cycle.
Oh, okay, he's opting to not go for it, looks like. Or he just messed it up. I'm not sure. Either way, he decided not to go for it.
Yeah, he decided he didn't want to go for it.
Yeah, so this is what you would normally do. You just kind of run at him like a joust, and you just hit him from the side. Ethernet going inside here, because you have to reload the area. After doing this boss fight, it puts you in Kakariko Village, but it's supposed to be in Twilight, but it tries to put it in a different state, so it's kind of in a broken state. But we can fix that and get it in the regular Twilight state just by re-entering, or just by reloading the area.
And then now we have Elden Twilight. This is a fun segment. Also, it's kind of difficult because of Bomb House Skip, but as long as you've got your setup right, it's not too bad.
Yeah, there's a few other little things here. Like here, we will see Ethernet. He's going to kill this bug. He's going to do what we call well clip, where you just transform into human, and then you side hop into the well here, and then you're in the basement. This is probably one of the easiest clips in the game. Interestingly, you just can side hop into it from any angle, and it'll work.
Yeah, the collision is
human.
different in Twilight because the game doesn't expect you to be human. But you can be human there, so something about that collision just lets you side hop through it.
There's also a way, if you side hop at a weird angle that puts you like out of bounds, you can just void out there. Like if you, rather than going into the gate, you just kind of go to this side. Kind of funny when that happens. But yeah, this is second of 3 Twilights in the game. The third one will not be seen in this category. The third one is also generally considered the most boring one, so
Yeah.
Luckily we don't have to do that one here.
This is probably my favorite Twilight, both to do and watch.
Yeah, it's a really fun one because all the bugs are packed closely together. Ethernet, there's a bit of a bug manipulation you can do here in the Mallow Mart for the bug. Messed it up a little bit there. He has to climb up to collect the tier.
Let's see if Mois gets the bug manipulation. Mois not getting the bug manipulation. But whenever, what you do is you turn on senses, you bonk the wall to your left.
Yeah,
and then
basically the bug just kind of comes down to you and kill it.
yeah,
Pretty
it just comes
interesting
down
see.
to you, and then you just climb out of the hole, and then just like jump back in to grab the tier. Saves a bit of time.
Killing that bug. Yeah, so here, Ethernet is about to enter the bomb house, the bomb shop, I guess. Above the bomb shop, we are going to see him do a fairly difficult jump, which, like Zelda said, is called bomb house skip, because it skips having to crawl inside the bomb house and set it on fire.
The trick itself.
LavaDash
Sorry.
is a Goron Mines RTA tournament bracket.
Oh wait,
He's
Ether
not going
for it.
Interesting. But yeah, so
The trick
Goron Mines
itself
RTA.
saves about 45 seconds, roughly.
Goron Mines RTA is this category. We're completing the second dungeon of the game, Goron Mines, as fast as possible from the start of the game.
Maybe we'll see Mois go for it.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he goes for it. I'm
pretty sure both of them goes for it. Ether
Normally,
just being
yeah.
safe for the race.
Yeah, I wonder if he knows he's ahead and is just playing it safe.
Stream sniping, Madge. But yeah, we might see Mois go for bomb house skip.
Yep, he's going for it. This is the setup right here. A couple of side hops. Oh. It's okay. We can try again. Attack, side up jump attack. Going for the mid then call instead of just holding back. Only for safety.
Getting the jump. No!
Looks like he was a little bit too far to the left on his angle, so he hit the trigger for the bug. What's supposed to happen for the trick there is you jump at a precise angle that you can jump on the other side without triggering the bug. And then you can kill the bug before it enters the house, which just kind of makes the house disappear for some
Yeah,
reason.
the house just goes away. And then the 3 tiers appear inside. Well, where the house was, there'll be 3 tiers pick up. LavaDash is the name of the tournament.
Yeah. Struggling to pick up these tiers there. There we go.
The next huge time loss that can happen is Bo.
Oh,
when you go get iron boots.
I mean, if they lose TD, that is also a huge time loss. Yeah,
If you lose TD, it's run over, I believe.
you can back it up with like Koro TD. Anyway, after Elden Twilight here, we're gonna see. It's gonna look kind of weird. They're gonna warp. Back. They're gonna go back to Ordon, and talk to Bo, the guy who has the iron boots. But they're not gonna wrestle him. They're just gonna leave. And
to be specific, they will talk to Bo 4 to 6 times to set text displacement, which basically you're taking like the text. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I'm pretty sure like
it's a bit in memory that keeps track of how far you are into certain NPC conversations. But because we did back in time at the beginning of the run, the cutscene that would normally play before you wrestle for the Iron Boots is broken, and we can choose how many times we talk to Bo without actually finishing the conversation. And since we didn't finish the conversation, normally after the conversation is over, that bit would be reset to default. But because we interrupt it early, we keep whatever that value is, and we can transfer that to a different NPC conversation. Given there's certain things that can lose the flag, but as long as we don't lose the flag, which hopefully we don't.
Yeah. Losing the flag, it can be a save warp, talking to certain NPCs, and what was the other one? I feel like there was 3 things.
Certain cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
Can lose it as well.
Nice super jump from Mois.
That's kind of funny. So, and the reason we're doing that is because when we got the Master Sword early, that kind of messes up the state of the entrance of Goron Mines. Because the game basically says, oh, you have the Master Sword, I guess you beat this dungeon already. And so there's no way to wrestle the Goron there to be able to open the entrance. So we use text displacement to trigger the text for after we wrestle him. Which the game interprets as you completed the wrestling minigame, so it removes... There's an invisible wall blocking the entrance, basically. And it will remove that collision, so that we can actually enter the dungeon. So yeah, we see Ethernet just talking to Bo and then leaving.
Yeah,
Mois on his way to do the same thing.
Hopefully Bo won't have hard feelings and he'll keep talking to you later.
Yeah, sometimes since you leave him right in the middle of a conversation like that, he kind of gets offended, and when you have to wrestle him, he's kind of mean. So we'll see if he takes it personally in this race. Oh, a little bit too slow for that mid jump there.
I normally wait for the thing to go away. I don't normally try to rush it.
Yeah, if you run directly over there and just do it, you can make it before that cycle. But he missed it just by a little bit.
But
Looks
yeah,
like
you'll
he
see
hesitated a little bit.
You'll see either climb up Death Mountain and go talk to the Goron Elder.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a time saver here. We'll see if he does it. Where you just slide hop along the wall. There's 2 Gorons here that are supposed to ram into you. And you're supposed to...
I normally do a backflip and then a side hop for the second one.
But yeah, you can just kind of avoid getting hit by them, just like that.
But yeah, that was clean. And then you'll see either do a jump to get up here, to skip having jump off of the other Goron.
Yeah, normally you jump off of both of those Gorons there, one at a time. But there's a little ledge there with some rupees, and luckily it just extends all the way over to the entrance, so you can just kind of skip the second one. So yeah, he just used his text displacement there on Gorkoron. So now the entrance is open. But to complete Goron Mines, we still need the Iron Boots. So we're heading back to talk to Bo again.
And we'll see if Bo has hard feelings about you just leaving him during the conversation.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. Bo's normally forgiving. He'll forgive Ether. Like, Bo is a kind soul.
Yeah. When I see that mustache, first thing I think is that guy looks like a kind soul. You know?
Yeah. We'll see if Mois gets the side hop thing here. Did it for the first Goron, not the second one. Fortunately, that doesn't lose really any time at all. But yeah, our runners are like, they're still very close.
Yeah, just
Mois also getting the jump up there.
a minute or so apart, and that could change with Bo RNG coming up right here, or there's lots of things that can happen inside Goron Mines. So, you know, this could still go both ways. You are bringing him good news. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure why he's so like salty about it for some reason.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
there he goes.
be...
Good. That's the right corner. There you go. Finally warping out.
Alright.
Here goes Bo. Oh, he's just standing there, letting us smack him.
Getting the one cycle.
Right.
In order to get that one cycle, I believe you have to press A 15 times a second.
Well, optimally is 15. It has to be at least 12, though, so you do have to mash pretty fast. Oh, not getting the good RNG the second time. Slap. Bo is fighting back a little bit this time.
The RNG here is not on either side.
Yeah. This minigame here with the wrestling is basically just a game of rock, paper, scissors. In the second round, there's 3 moves that Bo can do. He can slap, he can sidestep, or he can grab, and there's an equal chance of all 3 happening. So it's just RNG, unfortunately, but he got it.
I gave Mois some time to catch up
Decently
a little
fast.
bit.
Yeah, we'll see if he has better RNG. That wasn't too bad. He got slapped up a little bit, but there at the end, he managed to get some good hits in the match.
Nice door sync, by the way.
Yep.
The load time
is entering right as Ether is leaving.
Yeah, the load time was longer for Ether because he had to, like, the game had to load the entirety of Orden Village.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So, yeah, we'll see how Mois's RNG goes here. We'll see a trick coming up here on Ethernet. He's about to, I assume, he's about to do early elevator. Looks like it.
RNG
Yeah.
for
Yeah, not looking good for him.
Yeah. And also, yes, Ether is going for early elevator.
Yeah, so we clip into the wall here, and we can just kind of transform into Wolf and just jump out of bounds to this area that normally you can't access unless you push that rock right there, like coming down from the inside.
So the way you
And it-
do early elevator is you climb up like as close to the wall as you can. You target roll, hold up, and then jump attack. Whenever you like, whenever you can jump attack, you just jump attack to get onto the out of bounds collision.
yeah, and it's
You
just
then
barely
just
enough to clip you out of bounds. And
you
then,
then transform into wolf and do the jump. It's
yeah,
not
there's not,
terribly difficult, but if you get hit by the Goron and hit through the wall, it loses quite a bit of time.
there's also an LJA variant of the trick, but we do not collect the boomerang in this run. And the reason we didn't do, he's in Goron Mines now. See how he does in this first room. There's lots of things that can go wrong. The reason we didn't do early elevator the first time is because if we did, that Goron that's blocking the elevator on the inside would not let us pass because we have not. Oh, he's going for a second flame skip and falling
Ooh.
into the lava. He would not
That's
let
a
us
risky.
pass because the
That's a
state has
risky
not
way
been.
to go for it. With the
Set
iron roots.
correctly.
It's fast, but it's definitely risky.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone go for that so far in the races. Actually, maybe one person. I don't remember.
The easier way to do Flame 2 skip is to just walk into it, kind of like with Flame 1 skip, just
Yeah.
walk
There's
into
also
it.
oh, he's going for
Going
it
for it
a second time.
again,
This only saves like 2
Getting
seconds
it.
or something over just activating the switch. So that's extremely risky right there.
The easier way to go for Flame 2 skip is to just run into it, go through it with your iframes, and then
Yeah.
roll under the flame to get to the ladder.
But that saves even less time over just activating the switch. So some people you'll just see activate the switch for runs. Alright, we're doing the Flame 3 skip here where you get hit by that little dude down
Ooh.
there. Side hopped into it. That was kind of a bad choice almost. He almost got it just chucked out of there. Would have had to go and activate the switch.
Quarter of a heart is kind of scary, but
A little bit, yeah. If he takes a single
Ether
hit
should
here,
have it.
he's done. Oh, grabbing a safety heart. Good choice.
Moise's stream has gone down or something. It's frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen for me too. Oh, there
Okay,
we
the
go.
stream's back. His stream might have gone down for a moment.
We're back though. He's just doing the first room. We'll see Ethernet do a clip here, which is kind of cool. Oh, they're both going for it. Why? Oh, he got it though.
Getting it first try, so
So gaining a little bit of time. There's a clip he's about to do here. Oh, missing it. It might still work. Where you just roll into the side of this slab here, and you can kind of clip into it. He bonked there and was too slow to get inside, so it closed all the way before he was able to get in. Missing it again. But yeah, you can kind of just roll over and over there, and eventually come out on the other side rather than having to go all the way around.
That is very unfortunate.
What happened? I didn't see.
He got knocked into the lava on Flame 3 skip.
Oof. And yeah, it looks like he's gonna have to activate. I hope he realizes he has to activate the switch. He has a quarter heart here. Oh, there we go.
He realized.
Yeah, that would not have been good.
That was Monka S.
Okay. And he'll have to activate the switch for the third one as well, unless he grabs a safety heart somewhere, but I'm not aware of one up here unless you go a little bit out of your way over to the pots. Maybe this little slug will be nice. Nope, no heart. But yeah, we just saw Ethernet get the first key shard. In this dungeon, it has the boss key split up into 3 pieces, but actually the game only keeps track of whether you've collected the third piece. But there's no way to skip the first one in this category, because it requires some things that take a long time to collect. Some hidden skills and other things. Oh.
So, right here where Ether is, oh wait, what happened?
Not sure what's going on with Mois. Did he forfeit? He
I'm
forfeit
not in
the
the race time. No. But yeah, here where Ether is, this is actually faster on Wii because you can do this glitch where if you force unequip Iron Boots...
Did he accidentally reset? He might have accidentally reset or something. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened to Mois.
Because if you reset there, your last save is all the way back before doing Elden Twilight.
Mois died on the first jump in the second room. That's very unfortunate.
See Ethernet finishing out the run here, though. Some interesting interactions with those enemies there. In this room we have an interesting trick. We'll see him. We need the small key here, so we'll collect the small key. And then there's a gate that normally you have to climb up and jump down and hit a switch. But we'll see him do something a tiny bit differently.
It loses a bit of time to climb up to hit the crystal.
Yeah.
The switch.
Opting to kill the Tektites.
Getting the safety heart. But yeah, you'll see him transform here, and then just kind of walk into the gate until he goes through it.
Gates in this game are kind of interesting. Yeah.
Hence why we have so many gate clips.
Yeah, pretty much every gate in this game can be clipped through in some way. Knocking down the drawbridge. Oh, okay, that works. I wasn't sure if that was gonna land below. A small key. Here in this next room, we have probably our final trick of the run, or skip at least.
Our final skip of the run, but not trick, because we have the 2-cycle Dangoro.
Yeah.
Right after this.
And some other things. But right here, with a precise jump onto this ledge, very precise jump. Oh, he's not going for it a second time. It's a very precise jump. It's either 1 or 2 frames, depending on your angle, I believe. But you can just barely land on the edge below, or above, not below, and skip collecting this key shard, saving about 35 seconds or so.
But yeah, smart from Ether to just not go for it after missing it,
Yeah,
because
we've seen that a lot in
after you attempt
races.
it so many times, you lose time to it, even if you do get it.
Yeah, you
So
can get it like 6th or 7th try and still break even. But yeah, it's risky to keep going for it. So in
yeah,
races, we've seen a lot of people just opt to try for it once and then just collect the key shard. Walking all the way over, not taking any risks. You can do like a jump slash down to land on the ledge there.
my last good run I had, I actually tried to do the jump slash there, and I hit collision on the wall and got knocked back into the water.
Yeah, that's happened to me. You have to do it at a decent angle to get it to work. Here we're going to see him do the Dangoro 2 cycle, where you saw him do the setup there. And we grab him in a specific spot after getting bumped a certain amount of times.
And
he
yep,
just kinda
that worked.
Ooh, and he got the fast hit. So he gets kind of stuck underneath the platform. And so rather than bouncing back up like he's supposed to, he just gets hit twice in a row. And then that third hit, you can bounce him, or you can hit him while he's bouncing up, and it will just start the third cycle early. Unfortunately, like where he bounces is kind of RNG, and so whether he's close enough to hit him is just RNG, but he got it there, so that was cool to see. This is looking like a gold for Ethernet here. Very good. So now we have the dungeon item, the bow, and we're going to use it to come over here and collect the third and final key shard, which does finally give us the actual boss key.
Is PB possible for Ether? Yeah, it is.
I believe so, if he plays this well.
Yeah, he can PB by a little if he just plays really good.
Yeah,
Here.
so... And here, normally the game expects you to follow the path and keep progressing forward. And eventually kind of wind up just doing a loop. But it's faster to just kind of go back through these two rooms. There's really no reason to go through any of the other rooms. They're just kind of, I guess, demonstrating how to use the bow in various ways. But yeah, we can get back to the same spot just by running back through the mini-boss room and then through this room right here.
This is the fastest way to get back into that room.
Yeah. We'll see if he goes for BMO skip. He might. We'll see. He's not killing any of the archers. You can kill some of the archers there. Which actually skips that cutscene right there. It's not doing BMO skip. There's some... I don't think anybody's... There's not really a definition if it's really out of bounds or not. But there's some parkour you can do along the railing there and get up top without killing the BMOs here. If you do it basically perfectly, it can save up to 2 seconds, but it's... Most people who have tried it have said that they don't really save any time with it. So it just kind of looks cool. And there's a jump slash you can do here. Accidentally cut down the bridge. You can skip cutting down the bridge depending on where you land, but still good. You can skip he at least skips shooting it down and having to wait to come all the way back over. And you can shoot this bridge down from over here by staying in a precise spot. Also, picking up a pot. That was part of the category definition, is picking up that pot specifically.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he remembered to do that.
And then now we'll see either enter or Virus.
Another small gold there.
Saving a bit of time here. I don't know how Virus is in their PB, but if they have a clean Virus, they might be able to PB. I'm not sure though.
They do. Virus
it would be very cool.
Is one of the easiest boss fights in this game, even to do fast, because you just kind of knock him down and hit him 3 times. Here's our second hit.
I believe this fight is actually faster on GameCube just by a little bit because you can release R to drop the chain.
There's some small differences that probably about even it out, but you might be correct. And there's our third hit on Virus. So the timing for the category ends when we enter the portal to leave and say yes to Midna. So we have to watch this cutscene.
And it looks like it might be a PB. I'm not sure how long this cutscene is.
Yeah, this cutscene is kind of long. Like, deceivingly long. So we'll see.
20 seconds left. Maybe?
Without a second phase. That's true, yeah. He does. It's just kind of the same thing 3 times, and then he's dead.
This cutscene is the second phase. Sadly missing PB.
This is the real boss fight right here. Missing PB, but that is another gold there. Yeah, really
3
close
golds
to PB.
in a row in Goron the Mines. You don't see it a lot.
That was 3 seconds off PB.
GG is to Ether.
Yeah, that was a pretty good run.
And
almost a PB with failed Hugo at the beginning.
We might see our runners join us for an interview.
Now we get to see this nice cutscene where Link is reunited with Colin. Although he did see them beforehand, I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, that's Goron Mines RTA. It's a pretty cool category. Has a lot of really cool tricks in it without, being 3 hours long. So
looks like Ether will be joining us. GG Ethernet.
Hello.
GG's.
Thank you.
That was
Goron Mines is a very scary dungeon, and I hate it.
Yeah, I saw you taking some stuff pretty safely, avoiding, risks.
Yeah, I had a practice run last night where I couldn't get Flame 3 skip, and I kind of gave up after that. But tried playing a little safe today.
Yeah, paid off. You were 3 seconds off PB. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get that close because I was gonna do some kind of some funny strats, and then I realized I was 8 seconds behind. I was like, oh, maybe I guess I should try.
Yeah. So going for BMO skip did cross your mind then?
To be honest, I didn't even. I don't know how to do it, or else I would have done it. But I've seen people do it before, so.
Well, I mean, those last 3 golds were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I didn't cut down the rope, I would have got it.
Yeah, that's true. Losing probably at least 3 seconds to cutting down that rope. That was a really close, really good run. Unfortunately, we had the forfeit.
Yeah, what happened with the other racer?
I'm not really sure.
I believe Moise died in the second room after voiding in the first room on Flame 3 skip.
I did that as well. Well, I actually did on Flame 2 skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that was kind of funny because I didn't expect you to go for it a second time.
Well, I realized
also went for that Flame 2 skip with the iron boots where you like sidestep into it.
Yeah, I realized I went too fast the first time.
Yeah.
And I didn't slip down, which is what I need.
I normally equip iron boots, roll, and then like hold top left notch.
Huh.
For that specific like variation of the Flame 2 skip.
Yeah, I'm barely starting this category, so I don't know a lot of tricks. I'm kind of learning on the way, so.
Yeah, Goron Mines is probably one of the most trick-heavy dungeons, like with little things that lose a lot of time if you fail them.
Yeah.
But yeah, good run, GG.
Thank you. I'm trying to go for sub 1 at some point, but barely started this category like a week and a half ago, so I don't know everything, and I'm not that.
Your PB is good for starting 1 week ago.
It's because I've run 80%, so at least the first part is kind of the same.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to learn that part, I just had to learn the rest of it. I believe they want to join the interview as well, but I think we have to invite them.
They have to join waiting room, and then we can drag him in.
Yeah.
Let me ask if
But
they're...
If Moise is joining us, just join waiting room and we can drag you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him.
Alright.
Oh, here he is.
GG's Moise.
Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunate, but still pretty good up to that point.
There was a lot of factors that led to, yeah. So for one thing, I did not get second flame jet skip first try. Just letting you know that.
I didn't do it either.
During, like when my thing went down, I actually fell into the lava and died because I only had 2 hearts.
Oh, okay.
And I ended up getting it second try, and I was
wondering where like
picked off at
the
that
time loss there was, because like when the stream came back, I thought it was like your first entry to Goron Mines.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't. It kind of cut out for a minute, and I thought I saw you like getting up, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I died to second flame jet skip, and I was already pretty upset at that. And then basically what happened was when I entered the second room, when I went for the jump to go to the small key, my finger slipped and I accidentally equipped iron boots, and I sank right into the lava at a quarter of a heart.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I can feel it though. Goron, I don't know what it is. Me and lava and Zelda games do not mix well together. So
Yeah, there's like a magnetic force there. You're just
right
sucked into the lava.
Yeah, I feel it too because I fell into the lava as well. So
honestly though, the race was pretty close up until like the later half.
yeah, we
like,
booked it pretty well for the pretty much
So
the majority
really-
of the run.
Really fun race to watch. You guys are pretty close together almost the entire time.
Yeah, like at the beginning, Moise fell behind because the gate was not being very nice, and then about like Well, because of Hugo, you guys were like in sync almost. Until
Yeah, you guys
and, like
got into Fahrenheit like the same time. It was really
it
cool.
was like up until I think KB1 is when you guys like weren't in sync anymore. Because you both got first try EMS. Both EMSs were first try.
I was not expecting to get first try EMS.
Yeah, me neither.
Those were really clean. But like the runs were really clean today. Like Hugo wasn't the nicest, but everything after that was like beautiful.
Yeah, that was painful to watch him just smacking you over and over again.
Oh yeah, RNG for Hugo's not the best today. Oh, even Bo. Bo was not nice to me. Goats weren't nice to me. Nothing was nice to me today.
Yeah,
Besides EMS.
Bo wasn't nice to anybody.
Bo took
Bo was
the hit.
never nice to anybody. I think there's some favoritism going on there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Alright then. Question is, anybody still something to say?
I
If
think
not,
I'm good.
Alright.
GG's Ethernet.
GG everyone. GG Mois.
Yeah, GG Moist.
Yeah,
GG.
GG's to both of you. The race was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back and play it after this to see exactly where. Because I didn't see the whole thing. I only just kind of saw the end when he put that he forfeited. But I want to watch the whole thing after. So
Alrighty. So yeah, big shoutouts for both of you for the great race, even if it didn't turn out great for you, Mois. Sorry about that. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just can't get a run in, especially in TP. I mean,
yeah,
it's not like
Yeah,
I know it.
TP it's a game that likes to troll you.
It's a game. Let's just
A
put it
game.
that way.
It's a game that came out.
Yeah, we all suffered once at least, or maybe more often.
Yeah, this category can be very brutal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot
Alright.
of stuff packed into a short amount of time.
sure is. Alrighty, thank you all so much for watching, Andy and Zelts. Thank you so much for commentating. And that's
No
basically
problem.
all I have for you right now. So let's move over to another ZSR channel to see more stuff going. And until then, how do you feel about racing against DB for a post-finals match? How about I beat his ass?
So that's a
But-
yes, I'm hearing.
But he will chicken out like always because he's afraid of me beating it. But yeah, in all seriousness, I fear this might be limited by the pure factor of having the time for it. But I'll bring it up. We'll see what he says, and if he says yes, then you can expect him to get his ass handed. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't quote me on my last 30 seconds. And yeah, see you all next time.